what we're going to be smelling are the Bring Back My bars. So what is a Bring Back My bar? Basically, these are retired fragrances that you all voted on and wanted to see back. So what's really cool is they're available the entire month. They'll be discontinued on January 31st. So make sure you grab them. And they are eligible for the bundle and saves. So you can do the 3-packs or the 6-packs and get as many as you'd like, get some savings there. And then if there's a scent that you just cannot live without, you're going to add it to your Scentsy Club. So I'm going to put all of those links in the comments below so that way you guys can just click and it'll show you where to purchase them and where to add them to your Scentsy Club. So one of the perks of Scentsy Club is that you can do always make my bar. And what that means is as long as the fragrance is in your subscription, and remember with a Scentsy Club, you can have deliveries once every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. And you're allowed to skip a discontinued item once a year. So you can add all kinds of other items in there and you can skip them as many times as you want. But if it's a discontinued item, AKA these bars, then you're going to want to make sure that you are not skipping that more than once a year. So definitely add any fragrances that you cannot live without into that Scentsy Club subscription. So let's get to it. Let's smell these guys. This is my first time smelling them. And just so you know, if you've never tuned into my Smellivision before, I'm going to be completely honest. I am not a big fan of the scent families, bakery. Let's see, we have my favorites are floral, clean, fruity. So I tend to not enjoy as much the woods and the bakeries. So if you're a bakery person, please keep in mind this is my interpretation and my, quasi aversion to bakery things. So if you love baked goods or you love woodsy scents, then definitely try it out. Also, I'd like to add that if you ever purchase with me and you hate that bar, you get that and you're like, oh my God, that is horrible. Don't get stuck with it. Message me and I will do whatever I can to send you a different bar, get that bar returned, or make sure that you are satisfied with your purchases. Because again, Smell-O-Vision means you gotta put your nose right up to the screen and hope that you can smell it, right? That's the only way you can order it. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys are loving these bars and that you feel confident in making online decisions and shopping. So we're going to start with one that is probably going to make my nose a little crazy. So let's just start in the crazy section. And I don't have my coffee beans around. So usually I have them here and I can go through them and then sort of clear my nasal so that way it's not all mingling together. But I'm going to read the scent descriptions to you guys as well. We'll read them first and then we'll take a smell. So this one is Rum Raisin Cookie. Now this is going to be a little bit of a longer YouTube just because there are a lot of bars to get through and I want to make sure that I get through all of them and answer any of your questions. If you're watching this on the replay, please drop your comments. I'll still answer them and I'll also leave you all my information so you can send me messages if you don't feel like commenting in the channel. So again, apologize. This is gonna be a lot longer than it usually is. So this one is Rum Raisin Cookie, and Rum Raisin Cookie is freshly baked. So again, bakery scent. Freshly baked cookie dough, sumptuously spiced with rum raisin and clove, will transport you to the corner bakery. So let's get this one. Now, whenever we're smelling these fragrances, remember there's a top note, a mid note, and a base note. The top note's what you're going to smell first when you open it up. So what I'm smelling first is that the rum raisin cookie. It smells very much like a cookie. And it's very sweet. Not very sugary, so it's got a little bit of, I think I'm smelling the clove because it's got that sort of savory scent to it with the sweet. And then what you're going to want to do is pop these suckers upside down and then smell sort of the base note. Oh, that one is a lot more cookie. That one is a lot more raisin. That one is a lot more just baked. So, like I said, I tend to have an aversion to the bakery ones, but this one's not bad. This one is, it's kind of like that punch you in the face scent. So I always have like On a scale of 1 to 10, is it just punching you right in the nose as a 10, or is it sort of real subtle as a 1? This one's probably more like a 7. So if you love those scents that are just going to linger in your house and be very strong, this is one of those scents, but it's not, you know, crazy where if someone walks in, they're like, ugh, what is that? This is just going to really smell like you just baked some yummy cookies. So really good. And the base note, the top note's what you're going to smell first. The mid note is what you're going to smell, sort of the longest, not necessarily the longest, but the one that you kind of makes you love it. And then the base note is the one that's going to linger the longest and the one that's going to make you need it again and again and again. So this is the rum raisin cookie. That one, good. Let's stay in the same family. Let's do Perk Me Up. So Perk Me Up, see if I can, where's the camera? There you go, guy. Perk Me Up. This one is simply the most perfect cup of coffee. I love coffee. You'll ever experience. A strong brew of watermelon, coffee beans, and just a touch of hazelnut. Hey guys, I do not like hazelnut. I do not like Nutella. Oh, that is good. Oh my God. Oh, dude, that is really yummy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is really good. It is really good. It smells like, you know, when you go to that coffee shop, so we don't use brand names, you know, when you go to that coffee shop and you get the little squirts of hazelnut or the little pumps of stuff, it reminds me of like a cold day, a cold winter day during Christmas, where you're sitting there with a cup of joe and you add the little bit of a pump just to give you that little sweet kick. That is really good. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna have to melt this one in the morning. Jeez, that one, oh my God. Okay, stay in the same family. This is Sticky Cinnamon Bun. Oh, I love cinnamon buns, you guys. Cinnamon and sweet icing with warm, nutty nuances. A little bit back on the Perk Me Up. I said I typically don't like hazelnut. You can smell it, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it was yummy. It gave it that sort of sweet kind of scent to it. Oh, and then on the scale of 1 to 10 and a punch me in the face, this one's probably like a 5 or a 6. It was a little subtle, but really you could smell it. This one, the sticky cinnamon, this is really subtle. Like this is like a 2. I mean, I'm shoving my nose in here. And I definitely smell the cinnamon. That kind of icing to it is almost like a milky smell to it. Let's try to pop it upside down. It's being a little difficult, you guys. Ugh. Come on now. All right. Oh, what is that? That I think is the nutty. Yeah, that's a little bit more of the nutty. That's not very cinnamony. It's a little bit stronger when you pop it upside down. Definitely cinnamon. Again, I don't like baked stuff. This one isn't killing me. This one is Sticky Cinnamon Bun, but very, very subtle. Okay, this one's Hazelnut Latte. Hazelnut Latte is frothy, let's see, frothy steamed milk, toasted hazelnuts, espresso, and vanilla with a dusting of cinnamon. All right, let's take a look at this one. Oh, this one's also very light. A 1 or a 2. Maybe, yeah, like a 2, maybe a 3. I would say, oh, that, flip it over and hello. Okay, this one is very hazelnutty. Very hazelnut, you guys. I feel like I'm chomping on some Nutella. Oh, yeah. Don't know if I'm smelling cinnamon. Definitely milk. Yeah, very milky. So the difference between this one and Perk Me Up had much more of a coffee scent to it. So I think this one, I know this one I prefer much more because I'm definitely a dark roast kind of coffee drinker, like a dark coffee drinker. If you're more of like one of those latte caramel macchiato crazies, I feel like this one would be more your shebang just because it's a lot lighter, a lot milkier. This one is for your super coffee drinkers. So wasn't terrible, but that definitely like perk me up better. Let me see if I can stay in the same family. Fried ice cream. Fried ice cream is, where are you, little fried ice cream? Vanilla with a nutty touch along with cinnamon and caramel. Okay, so let me show you guys this one. Color is also that light color. Oh, this is very light. This is definitely like a 1. Definitely not punching you in the face. Now, I'm going to tell you how these things smell when I'm smelling them. They can change as you warm them. So if you are really, really loving the notes that I'm talking about, if you are like, I am a caramel girl, I need all the caramels, and I'm sitting here, oh, this is so subtle, I don't smell the caramel, don't worry about it. Order it, okay? Order it, and then warm it. Even if you get it and you open it and you're like, warm it, because it will change, okay? Oh, this one is so light, you guys. I do feel like I'm definitely, as I'm smelling it, can imagine like a fried food. So whatever that sort of fried that you get, like when you have like a fried, almost like a, not like a donut. I was going to say like a funnel cake or something. That's what this one smells like. So it's very light, smelling the vanilla. That's the vanilla. I think that's making it sweet, kind of like a funnely cake. Let me see if I can stay in that same world, because I definitely don't want to kind of go into like the cleans and all that stuff yet. So this one is Crumb Top. Crumb Top. Crumb Top is the perfect blend of oats, butter, and brown sugar to top your favorite dessert. So what I really love about these kinds of scents is that you can melt them in your house, and then people come over and they totally think you've been baking all day long, which I think is fun. Okay, this one's definitely light as well. This is a little bit heavier than the fried ice cream in terms of scent. So I'd say this one is like a 2. Definitely smell the butter and the brown sugar. And it's a lot stronger in the base note. This is a really subtle one. It smells almost like a little sugar cookie, not as much sugar as our sugar cookie melts, because those have a very, very strong sugar. And this one, you can definitely smell the butter on it. And again, you can see it's a light color. Let's see if we have, before we go into any of these guys, there we go. Vanilla cream. Let's stay in the same world. Vanilla cream is French vanilla. I love French vanilla. So I always have to add some chocolate onto it though. There we go. Make sure that's in there. Vanilla cream. This is French vanilla with a touch of coconut. A touch of coconut milk. Oh yeah. Smell the coconut. Right off the bat. This one is sweet. Almost smells like kind of an islander type scent, just because you can really smell that coconut in there. Oh, that's really good. So this one is a light, but it's got that kind of creamy scent to it. So, so I just lost my list of scent descriptions. So it's still a light scent, but I'd say it's pushing more of a 2 or 3, because it's got that really creamy scent to it. And the coconut, it reminds me of cocoa butter, but not as coconutty. So that one's really good. Vanilla cream. Let's see if we have any more baked stuff in here before we move on. All right, we're gonna move into, let's try this one. Coconut pumpkin pie. So we're going to stay in the baked. Here's coconut pumpkin pie. It's got kind of an peachy orange color to it. And this one is fall's most delectable dessert. Enjoys an unexpectedly exotic touch as pumpkin puree, grated nutmeg, and maple sugar are heightened by a hint of coconut shavings. Now I love pumpkin. Definitely smell the pumpkin. It's a little light on the top notes. Oh, what's that? That smells a little more like maybe the nutmeg and sugar. So more of like a pumpkin muffin is kind of what it smells like. Really subtle. Definitely a 1 or 2. You can smell the pumpkin. That must be the nutmeg. I think that's making me, when I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking of like a warm kind of spiced pumpkin muffin with a little crumbly top on it. That's what this one is making me smell. And I am such a foodie, you guys. So every time I smell this stuff, I swear I just smell food. I just see food all the time. All right, so let's see. The next one that we'll do, let's stay in the food stuff. Let's try cranberry muffin. There's a little camera. There you go. Cranberry muffin. Cranberry muffin is bursting with bright cranberries enveloped in a buttery brown sugar batter with nuances of walnuts and toffee. So I'm not a big fan of toffee, so let's see how this goes. Oh, love that cranberry. But again, I'm in love with fruity. So fruity is definitely my scent family. Love fruity. Oh, there you go. That's the toffee right there. Whew, dude. Okay, walnuts and toffee, which I love walnuts. Toffee, not a fan. But okay, so the top note definitely has that cranberry on there. Flip it over and you're just swimming in some toffee brittle. So if you guys love toffee, this is a good one. Very nutty base note. So you're going to get that sweet cranberry with that buttery, with that nutty kind of thing there. So that one, on the top note, it was probably like a 2 or 3, and then you flip it over and you've got like a 5 or 6. So this one, you're one of those that likes that punch you in the face. That one's going to linger in your home for quite some time. All right, so let's see where we're at. Let's do coconut palm because it's a coconutty. Coconut palm is, go ahead and show that to you while I read this description. Coconut palm, a blend of tropical coconut and musky patchouli with subtle green notes. Okay, well, patchouli is going to take us on a whole nother level, you guys. This is not very baked at all. This is probably more of a woodsy scent. Oh, that's good. This smells like cocoa butter. Oh my God, this is good. This is taking me back to my teen years, you guys. My God, I had a best friend who was just always in cocoa butter. And she was such a good best friend, like almost like a motherly best friend. So this one's making me feel warm and fuzzy. Oh, that smells really good. Very coconutty, very cocoa butter. I love it. And it even is like that color. You guys, this one's nice. We like this one. That one is a good one. Okay, so let's see if we can stay in the same family. I don't think so. So let's take it to the berries. Let's try Autumn Stroll. Autumn Stroll, show you that one. Autumn Stroll is amble. Yeah, there you go. Amble under a bright harvest moon, leaves crunching underfoot as peppery cinnamon mingles with dusky plum and warm wood incense to create a spicy and comforting fragrance. Okay, for whatever reason, spicy and comforting, those don't go together for me. We'll see. We'll see how this goes, you guys. Wow, that is definitely spicy. And when I say spicy, I am Hispanic, so I'm not talking like jalapenos, it's burning your nose. I'm talking like spicy, like they just dumped a bunch of spices in your stuff. Kind of like when you're eating like a savory pie and there's just a bunch of spice in there. It's got that little kick and bite to your nose. It's not, so like on the punch you in the face, it's probably like a 4 or 5. It's not super subtle because the spice is what's coming. And I'm not smelling anything else because it's the wood. The wood incense is what I'm smelling. And so I'm not really picking up anything else. I'm getting a little bit of plum because the wood is not woodsy like I'm outside, or like a, you know, like a balsa wood. And so I think that plum is making it a little sweet. And it's very outdoorsy. It's a very outdoorsy scent. So it's not, even though it says autumn stroll and it's got like plum and stuff in there, it definitely feels like you're outside walking through the forest, smelling, you know, right after a rain and the ground is kind of moist, and doesn't have the clean scent that they add when they add rain in there, but definitely feels like you're walking through some smelly stuff. So that's not bad. And when I close my eyes, I'm outdoors. So this one is definitely an outdoorsy type scent. Let's see, let's try spiced berries. I'm trying to stay in the fruity section. I don't know, it's going all over the place. Okay, so spiced berries. Let's see, where's your little camera? There we go. Spiced berries is frankincense and myrrh waft beneath decadent berries to create a timeless scent. So frankincense and myrrh. This one's gonna be a little rough. Very strong. Okay, so on the scent meter, this one's definitely a 7 or an 8 on the top note. So you're gonna get that smell right away as soon as you're melting it. The base note also gonna linger. A very wintry scent. Feels very like Christmassy, not quite Thanksgiving because it's got that berry in there. Yeah, so definitely a Christmassy scent. One of our traditions is we go to the Nutcracker every year, and so I'm just thinking of like a cold day after the Nutcracker where you just sit by, you know, I would say the fireplace, but ours, we don't use a fireplace, so the heater. But it's just very homey, very sweet, and very Christmassy. So love this one, especially if you want to feel very kind of wrapped in warmth and cuddly and that type of thing. This is, yeah, that's what that is. All right. We're getting through these things. How are you guys doing? There's a lot of bars, right? Told you this one's going to be a little long. Oh, sorry guys, I lost you for a second. I don't even know what happened. So Apple Press, got that one right there. Apple Press is the smell of crisp fall days, crunchy apples, juicy pears, and just a hint of the last full roses of summer. Oh my God, this one sounds amazing. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just want to like eat this. Oh my God. Okay, I'm warming this one. This one's getting warmed like today. It really is very apple, very pear, very crisp, clean, fruity, like when you have a brand new apple. So we own property up north, and there's a very, very old apple orchard on the property. So when you get the apples and you bite into the apples, it's juicy and it's just all the smells, and that's what this feels like right here. Just so much like juice, like you just, oh my God, I want to bite into that. That is so good. That is so good. Okay, I just lost my little scent descriptions again. There we go. This one, a bomb. We're keeping that one. We need to have like a pile of bomb. That one is so good. But I'm a very fruity, foodie person. So if you are a very fruity, foodie person and you like apples and pears, this right here will make your mouth water. Like literally, it'll make it water. I need water. That was so good. That was so good. Let's see if we have any more apple ones. Let's go into woods. Let's go to woods. This is woodland suede. Woodland suede. It's got a green. So it's a retreat to a tranquil wooded wonderland with red oak, smoky cedar, suede musk, and bright winter lemon. Whoa, this sounds like something my husband would like. Oh, it's actually very subtle. Oh, by the way, Apple Press, Punchometer, 7 or 8. So good. God. This one, Very subtle. One or two. God, even the base notes are very subtle. This is not usually when it says woods and all that, I'm running for the woods. And this one is really smooth. Smooth and light. Definitely smells like you're outside. Our property's up north, so we have redwood trees and things like that. So it's very piney. It's really, really light. So this one I would say if you want to feel that sort of outdoor air, north coast, northwest coast, pine trees, but light. So like you got the window open and it's blowing through the wind. This is very light, not bad at all. All right, so let's get this one out of the way because it might even clean up my nose. This one is Peppermint Rush. Peppermint Rush is peppermint, sweet vanilla, and an accord of freshly fallen snow. So I have a friend who loves peppermint. Let's see if it's good enough. Oh, yeah, peppermint right there. Okay, so on the punch you in the face, probably like a 4 or 5. Top note, like a 2 or 3. Base note, I think, is more of that like 5. It's very peppermint, like the peppermint candies, like the little swirl ones that you suck on, because it's got that hint of vanilla with the peppermint kind of minty. It's good. And I think when they're saying that freshly fallen snow, it almost feels like an outdoorsy thing to it. And I don't know why. So maybe that's that freshly fallen snow. Because even though it's sweet, like the peppermint candy, I don't want to eat it. So I don't know what that's about. Because it's supposed to be outside. That's what it smells like. So if you like peppermint, this one is a good one, but it's not like a peppermint food. This one is more like a peppermint, I don't know. Like you're outside eating peppermint. You know when you're outside eating peppermint and you take that big like inhale that, and then you get that peppermint, but you can smell the outside? That's what this reminds me of. All right, so now we've got a bunch of food and let's try this one. Autumn Blaze Maple. Autumn Blaze Maple. This one is a bountiful harvest of crisp apples and earthy pumpkins with golden maple syrup, warm cinnamon, and a ribbon of smoldering oak. Wow, what a scent description. Okay. Oh, that's pumpkin right there. So the base notes are a little bit stronger. The base notes are probably like a 5 or 6 because of the pumpkin. Pumpkin to me always really smells. And that's what sort of overtakes everything for me. Whenever there's pumpkin in it, I smell the pumpkin first. So this one's definitely pumpkin. The top note is a little more subtle, like a 2. And that one is, I don't really smell the pumpkin. I smell, yeah, the maple syrup. Because it's kind of a sweet, but that mapley, because I was thinking of like trees and stuff like that. So definitely maple syrup. So maple syrup on the top, pumpkin on the bottom. And I'm wondering if when you warm it, you'll start to smell the apple in it, because I don't smell the apple in it. So that's that one. Autumn Blaze Maple. All right, what are we going to do next? Let's try Quiver, just because I have absolutely no idea what Quiver is. So Quiver is innocent vanilla flower, warm sandalwood, and sultry night blooming tuberose in a seductive scent meant to cause a shiver of delight. My mom is obsessed with tuberose. I wonder if she, this totally smells like my mom. Oh my God. This is a very floral. So in terms of like punch you in the face, I would say it's like a 6, maybe a 7, depending on how you react to florals. I know some people, like my husband, when he smells a floral, smells my mom, it's very like strong for him. So if you're one of those people that smells like florals really, like it really kind of punches you, this is going to be more of like a 7. But if you're someone who really loves florals, I really loves florals. This is a very, like they said, sultry, kind of soft, not, some florals for me kind of bite. So they feel very like aggressive. And this one is not that. This is very almost old timey. So it reminds me of my mom. It reminds me of my grandmother, but not like old lady, but very like sultry. It just smells really good. Mature. I think that's what I would say. Not old, like mature. Like if you close your eyes, you just see a beautiful, mature, very well put together woman. It smells hella good. I'm going to have to show my mom this one. This one is real good, you guys. That one, Quiver. It had sandalwood in it. Sandalwood, I think, is what makes it kind of that, like, sultry, like, thing. And then the tuberose, that is so good. This one's good. I like florals, though. So I'm a floral, clean, fruity person. All right. So after doing that one, let's try Flirtatious. So I feel like that might be going in the same direction. Let's see. So Flirtatious is fruity and vibrant, a combination of green apple, grapefruit, and white amber. No, it's not like it at all. Maybe the white amber. Oh my God. Top note is very clean. That fruity clean, that kind of crisp, fruity, just clean, wake me up type of scent. Oh, okay. So this has grapefruit in it. So it's fruity and vibrant, a combination of green apple, grapefruit, and white amber. I don't smell the white amber. Definitely fruity. I do feel a little bit of the grapefruit comes out because it's got that kind of crisp fruit to it. This one is subtle. So this one is probably a 1 or 2. Really good. This one's good. Like that one. All right, let's stay florals. Let's do Floral Shop. Floral Shop is just like walking into a flower shop. Okay, Scentsy. Don't give me anything there. It's like walking into a flower shop, you guys. Oh, you know what I smell on the top note is like baby's breath. You know, when you walk in and you smell kind of that green, like not grass, because grass can be a little aggressive and offensive, but that like baby's breath, or like when you stick your nose in a bouquet, you can smell kind of the green in it. Oh, that right there. Oh my God. What is, I don't even know how to describe that. It's like, so when you have a flower pot and you're growing something in there and it's an indoor flower pot and you pour a lot of water in it and you can smell the soil, like you stick your nose up in there. That's what this smells like. Like it's, yes. Oh my God. That's crazy. And for me, it's a very comforting smell because it reminds me, we used to live in this condo up in Santa Rosa and it would rain. And the condo, the woman who owned it, it was like in our contract that we had to take care of all these flower pots that were in the back. And so this reminds me of all of those flower pots and having like it's brand new rain and you just go out there and you sit next to them and you could just smell that. That is trippy. Wow. Okay. Well, so in terms of like a punch you, This is really strong. It's not offensive aggressive. It doesn't like bite my nose or make me want to sneeze. And florals do typically make me want to sneeze when they're too aggressive. So it's not like that. This is definitely like a 7 or 8 because this is strong. But it's refreshing. It's like, I don't know. It's clean and refreshing. And God, that's a good one. We're going to put that on the side. That was weird. I don't know how they do that. Like, how do they do that? Scentsy, how do you do that? Oh my God. Okay. We only have a couple left. So let's get through these. That one is like, I'm blown away. That was crazy. Okay. So this one is Mediterranean Spa. I love clean scents and I love anything that says spa on it. So hopefully I love this one too. Relax with this smooth, fresh, and breezy scent. Yep. Definitely a spa. Definitely clean scent in the clean family. Clean scents to me are always like a little bit of soapy, right? Like it gives you that, and that's what always feels clean to me is that when you walk in the spa and I don't know, you can just kind of smell all of the cleaners in there. That's pretty. So let's see. Smooth, fresh, and breezy. Yeah. So if you walk into a spa, let's say you're going into like I was going to say the name of the company that does monthly massages that I am a member of. When you walk in there and you're sitting and waiting for your turn and you kind of smell like this clean, soapy, I don't know, very homey, comforting scent. So this one on the punch you in the face is probably like a 5 or 6 because it is strong. It's got that very clean, strong scent in it, but it's not like, it's not making me need to sneeze. So let's do Pima Cotton. Pima Cotton? I don't know. This one sounds amazing. This one has a light, clean blend. So we're staying in the clean family with lilies, freesia, and jasmine. So my favorite floral is jasmine. I also love freesia. So this one's so good. Okay, so top note is subtle. Top note is kind of like a subtle, sweet, maybe the lilies. So very, or maybe the freesia. So soft and sweet, kind of mellowed, like a 3 or 4. And then when you flip it over, it's like punch you in the face. And that is probably, I don't know, much, much stronger. Jasmine, maybe? This one's really good. So this is very floral. It is clean, so it's got that kind of crisp to it, but it's very floral. So if you love florals, white florals, this one is perfect for you. Love that. All right, we have 4 left. Let's do this one. Pear Blossom and Cucumber. Pear Blossom and Cucumber. So this one is, it's the blooming beauty of spring, a garden flourishing with delicate pear blossom, rain-kissed jasmine, honeydew, and Meyer lemon, smoothed by a splash of cucumber water. This sounds amazing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Definitely floral. I can smell the cucumber. Oh, it's very sweet on the base, though. I think that might be like the pear. Yeah. Ooh, and the honeydew. That's what it is. It's not pear. That's what makes it very sweet and subtle. This one's a good one. This one almost makes you want to eat it, but it's very in the crisp, clean kind of floral, but the honeydew gives it that really, really sweet, nice. So this is a definite, I'm loving this one. Pear Blossom and Cucumber. This one is probably like a 6 or 7 also because it's got that floral, makes it a little bit stronger. Let's do Green Tea Smoothie. You guys still hanging in there? This is going to be a long one, you guys. Green tea smoothing, energizing green tea and fresh ginger with peach, nectarine, and cranberry. So this one should be kind of fruity. Oh, yep. Smell the peach and the cranberry. So it's got that citrus smell to it. There's the green tea. So the green tea is on the base and the fruit is on the top. So when you warm this, you're going to get sort of that citrusy start, and then it's going to mellow out into a green tea, which sounds really good. Like you're going to warm this when it's a laid back, relaxed kind of afternoon, and maybe like a Sunday afternoon, maybe even a Saturday afternoon. You've been cleaning and now you're just going to sit down and take a break. You're going to get that green tea at the bottom and the little kick of fruit at the front. So that one is fun. I like that one. That's a good one. Let's do a cucumber lime. 2 left. Cucumber lime, cool, refreshing blend of mellow cucumber and tangy lime. I love cucumber, love lime. Oh, the cucumber makes it very fresh. Very fresh, almost like I'm cutting up a salad. Oh, the lime is the base. Oh, I have to warm this. So, my husband eats a lot of cucumbers, and he'll make cucumber salads, and he'll do it with cucumber and tomato and like a vinaigrette. And what I'm picturing is all of that before the vinaigrette, because it gets that really cucumber smell to it, and then the lime on it. It's almost like an infused water, because it's very clean and refreshing. So this one, I'm picturing like sitting at a spa, sitting by a pool, drinking on some yummy water. This one's really good. I'm going to have to warm this one too, because I want to see what happens when that cucumber and that lime get mixed together in the air. That sounds real good. And our last but not least is melon and apple granita. I think that's how you say that. There you go. Last one. All right, melon and apple. This is crisp apple and sweet melon surge with sparkling citrus. I love citrus. I love fruity. Oh, this one makes me want to eat it. Oh, it's so good. That is so good. Oh, I really like this one. So I'm really smelling the melon, but the melon is not a soft melon. It's because it's got the citrus. It's like a juicy, I want to eat it kind of, and not like the melon. To me, whenever you get melon, they give you like you go get a fruit salad and they give you like that stuff that's just, oh, it tastes like water. It doesn't have any flavor. This is not that kind of melon. This is the kind that you got at the like harvest market that just smells right through the rind, that you take home and it just drips down your mouth. Oh, dude, this is good. Plus, it's got that apple in there, which probably is making it juicy. Oh, this was a good end. This was a good last one. And this one is on the scale, probably a 6 or 7, maybe even an 8 when you warm it, because it's really kicking up that I want to eat it. So that was all of the Bring Back My Bars. And if you got this far, whew, man, that was some fun, right? So remember that all of these scents are going to be gone January 31st. So I'm going to put all my info in the comments that you can order. You can bundle and save with them. So if you do 3 bars, it's going to be $17. 1 bar is $6. 6 bars is $30. If you add it to a party, you can get all kinds of host rewards. These do go into the host rewards, so you can get them half off. You can use your free product credit for them. So message me, comment below. Let's get you some of these bars. And remember, add them to your Scentsy Club, because you can have the club perk of always make my bar and never have to say goodbye to these. So I have a ton of bars in my club, and some of these are going to make it. So comment below. Let me know what you think. Tell me which one was your favorite. Let me know if you have any other questions about anything else. Our waxes, if you are not familiar with them, are always meant to be used with our warmers. I get the question all the time, can I use any warmer with them? Yeah, you sure can, but I don't know what will happen because our warmers are made to heat to a temperature that melts our wax. They melt them, they don't burn. So they're safe to use in your home for little kids, for fur babies, so you can touch it and you're not going to burn yourself. So when you're using in another warmer, I don't know what happens. I don't know if they start to sizzle and fizzle because they're meant to warm at a low temperature. I don't know if maybe they won't warm at all because that warmer is made to use thinner wax because we use, our bars are pretty thick. So can't really say. But I can say that all of our waxes are amazing. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm Lucia, and I hope to see you guys again some other time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a great time. And I don't know how to turn this thing off, so we're going to figure that out right now.